probably my favorite character in the movie. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to go watch it. It will change your life. It's probably my favorite movie. I've been watching it ever since I was a kid, which is kind of weird, but when I was a kid I didn't really know what was going on. When my dad introduced me to it, because when he was younger he would go to the theater to see it, and at the theater they would have a stage in the front and people would dress up as the characters and act out the entire movie. Like anybody could do it. You'd have like 20 Janets up there. So, and I wish that they still did things like that today, because I would love to experience that and I would love to participate in that. But yeah, if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching, and I'm going to try to include close-up pictures and pictures of my entire outfit at the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so I already have my foundation on. It's just full coverage foundation. It's the same thing I'm wearing in my foundation routine. Figured to save time I would just kind of put on my base. So the first thing, and probably one of the funnest things about Columbia's look, is her contour and her cheekbones. They're like bright reddish pink. And that's always like the funnest thing to do. So I'm actually gonna mix two MAC blushes. I have Azalea, which I think I've showed before, and Frankly Scarlet. So it's a hot fuchsia pink and then like a nice corally red. I'm gonna mix those together with a MAC blush brush, just because I feel like it's a little more precise than the other brush that I have. But I'm just gonna get it right on the tip. I'm gonna start with the Azalea, and I'm just gonna follow where I would usually put a contour. It looks crazy right now, but we are going to blend it out. But I mean, hers looks crazy anyway. Oh no! My hats are falling. Okay. Then I'm going to take a different brush to... Is that a bird? What is that? I don't know. To blend it out. This is a MAC... this is a MAC 138, and I'm just going to blend that out. Okay. I'll have like close-up pictures and stuff, and I'll zoom in a minute. But then I'm going to take the Frankly Scarlet and I'm going to take it on the brush that I just used to blend. I'm just getting it right on the tip. Alright, so I decided to zoom in a little bit for the eyes. I'm going to start by priming my eye. I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I love this for pigments and for glitters and for any shadows that might have a lot of fallout, because it's really sticky, it's really tacky. It's actually a little bit uncomfortable like to put on, but it does the job, because I'm going to be using a Sugar Pill Loose Shadow on my eye. Sorry about the noise, they're still doing construction. Very tacky. It's like putting like Elmer's glue on your eyelid, but it really, really works. I never tried the original Shadow Insurance because I like my paint pots, but it wasn't really doing the job for holding glitter and pigments. And I definitely don't want like any fallout on my face, because it's going to be a really black, smoky, glittery eye. First shadow I'm going to put down, I'm going to be using it's a brush from Michaels. It's a dupe for the MAC. Just did it, $239, I believe. It's a flat shader brush. And I'm going to be using a kind of slate color. It's this color right here. It's called Smoke and Diamonds from MAC. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. And the thing with any of the Rocky Horror characters, their makeup was kind of, it was just not neat at all. So you don't really have to be careful. Like, my contour is not perfect. It's just enough to get that look, I guess. So, all over the lid, patting this on. And even though this isn't a glitter or a pigment, this is one of the colors that has a lot of fallout. So, make sure you use a good eye primer and that you're tapping off the excess of the shadow before you put it on. I'm just packing that on. All the way to the crease, but not really touching the crease. I'll do that same thing on the other eye. Okay. I think that's good for kind of base color. Then, in my crease, I'm going to use a 226 brush from MAC. And I'm going to put this color that was right next to the Smoke and Diamonds, this one right here. It's called Night Divine. It's like a gunmetal color. There's a color very similar to it in the Naked palette, but I don't remember the name offhand. Just kind of really putting it on the outer corner and then windshield wipering it in. Garbage truck. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. And if you weren't interested, like, you know, in this Halloween tutorial, like, in its entirety, this is typically, basically what I do for my eyes when I'm doing, like, a dark smoky eye for, like, a night out. It's the same type of colors. I think that's good. Then I'm going to blend it out more with a 217 brush from MAC. There's no product on it right now. Maybe leftovers from yesterday, which is gross, but whatever. taking a little bit and just in the middle of that Night Divine and just pressing it onto the corner a little bit. I'm going to take my 224 brush, MAC's Vanilla eyeshadow. That's going to be my highlight, but I'm also just going to drag that all the way in the empty space that there is. So all this empty space right here is where Vanilla's going to go. You can use like a stark white if you have just like a really bold white. I didn't have like a lighter foundation to, you know, do the light foundation on my face. It looks uneven, but this side is just as dark, I promise. Okay, so now for the fun part of the eyes. I am going to take a Sugar Pill loose shadow. It's called a Chromalust, and this is in Stella. It is super cute. It's this black, but it has reflex of blue and purple and teal in it. We're going to park legitimately right next to me. Oh my god, there's so much wind. Oh my god, it's blowing the glitter everywhere. Holy Moses. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna use my, Jesus, really? I'm gonna use my MAC mixing medium, put a little bit in the cap. Mix it with the Stella. And then I'm going to, it's just a MAC 242 brush. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be like all out of Stella. It's gonna be all over my face. 242 with the mixing medium, I just did it in the cap. And I'm just gonna put this on my outer corner over top of the Night Divine. It looks crazy right now, like it looks really silly right now, but I'm gonna blend it out once it dries a little bit. Do the same thing to the other side. With the colors that I just used. So what? Okay, so where is it? I'm gonna take the same flat shader brush and go back over my lid with Smoke and Diamonds. Just put it all over. Kind of blending it in with that Stella. Then I'm going to take Night Divine, throw it on my outer corner, over top of Stella. And same thing to the other eye. To the side, but I have a little pencil brush, so I'm gonna kind of just blend away a little bit of the Stella from that side. I'm going to go back in with no product on my 217 and just smooth out the outer corner. Looks like that. The Stella, like, mixed in with the shadows, just gives it like a kind of metallic look depending on the light. So it's definitely worth that step. Okay. So I am going to put my eyeliner on and my mascara on, and then I'm going to come back because this video is already going to be pretty long, but then we're going to come back for the lips, which is probably my favorite part. Alright, so I finished my eyes. I just put on, you know, my usual, the L'Oreal Carbon Black Liner Intense, and then Loreal Voluminous and The Falsies. This is definitely an occasion where I would wear false lashes, but I don't have any at the moment. So this is just, it gives, like, you know, the same effect with as much mascara as I put on. So now we're going to move on to the lips, which is my favorite part of this whole look. I am going to line my lips. I'm going to line my lips with a black kohl liner, because we're going to do the black lip, the black line, and then the red lip, kind of like the ombre look. Well, it is the ombre look. Okay. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry. Let me back up. And I focus a little bit more black, like on the corners. Then I'm going to take a red. I'm not going to use the Lime Crime Red Velvet because I want to be able to work with the lipstick in a second, and the way it dries is just different. It just dries too slowly, I guess. So I'm using MAC's Russian Red. I'm going to take an angled brush with a matte black eyeshadow. This is Carbon from MAC. Not an angled brush. This is an angled brush. Okay. I'm just going to get a little bit on there and then go over the edges again. Kind of flicking upwards. Into the red, or downwards. Oops, sorry. So this last part is optional, but I'm going to do it. Let me see. I am going to... Hi, baby! Mommy's almost done. I'm going to take MAC's gloss. It's just, that's all it is. It's just a clear gloss. It's like a multi-purpose product. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger. Hi, baby. I'm almost done. Go see Sammy. Baby. Okay, and I am just going to pop this on the middle of my lips. Hold on, baby. Just the middle. And then I'm going to take MAC's red glitter. That's his, the color is just called red. And I'm going to dip my glossy finger in it. And I'm going to put that right in the middle. I'm just trying to shake off the excess so I don't get it all over my face. Why not? I'll put it over the whole lip. Close up my glitter before I make a big old mess. But I'll zoom in a little. Okay, so here are the eyes. And then here are the lips. They're a little sloppy. But that's kind of the thing with this character and all the characters from the movie. Their makeup's not perfect. It's just crazy and one of just my favorite things to do. This was one of my favorite costumes that I've ever done, so I wanted to share it with you guys. And I'll probably end up wearing it again at some point because I just love it so much. Last year for Halloween I was Magenta. She is also in Rocky Horror, so if you maybe want to see a tutorial on that, let me know. The makeup is actually very, very similar. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestions or requests for Halloween tutorials, let me know and I'll try to see if I'm able to do them. Thanks for watching.